Hi everyone. Thank you very much for joining me on this channel, Adults ESL Online Learning. I'm Dr. Hernandez Smith. We're going to be looking at how I put together my online material, my online class materials. The slides, I'm going to show you the resources that I use and how I put my presentation together. That sounds like something you're interested in. Please stick around and I hope you enjoy the video. So the first thing that I do is I look at what we did the day before or the last class that we had. This is my Monday and Wednesday class, and that's the course number. What I'm going to do is use Google Docs or Google Slides to create my presentation. So here is last week's, and I'm going to make a copy of the entire presentation. I'm not going to say copy of, I'm just going to say Monday, and I'm going to switch it to week 6. So now I am not starting from scratch. I'm starting from where we left off, and maybe to give me some ideas of what to review. And okay, so here's the right away. I want to change this to week 6, and I'm going to boldface, and this is going to be a different date. So the next time we meet is the 20th. And this homework is going, the warm up will be homework. So I'm going to switch that. And then, yeah, reading. We'll be doing reading. This agenda can change, of course. So these are some slides that we've been working on. This is where we left off. This is from Cambridge Ventures workbook. I'm going to log in, and this is a personal account. I'm going to click to my library, and I'm going to scroll down to where the materials I'm using, which is Ventures, 3rd edition. I'm using the ebook samples, and this is level 3, workbook 3. But yeah, this is what I use. So yeah, my class is going to start at this question number 4. We'll start here, and then 5. We'll discuss 5, discuss 6, and then we'll build our vocabulary. And for this section, I'm going to I think I am going to take screenshots of this. Okay, so let me make this smaller because the platform that I use, it's difficult for me to see my students while I am on this platform, using the online workbook. So let me take a screenshot if I think I can. Okay, so I'm going to do 1 and 2. They look like they belong together, so I'm going to click on that. I'm going to save this. It'll just save to my desktop and I'll find it later. This is a good activity for students to practice and work together and kind of brainstorm and even talk about other things. To be honest, it's okay if they get off topic. As long as they're practicing their English, it's all good. Okay, so I have slides for these. I'm set for that. So let me go back to my, here's my presentation. So there's the reading. Number 4 is where we're going to start. Add another slide, and I'm going to insert the images that I took pictures of. And don't judge me. Here are they. Here's my messiness. Okay, this one. I'm going to make it bigger. All right, and then we'll go like, I need to switch those slides. So that's the US country, your native country. Okay, now we're going to go into, actually, I don't like that order. I'm going to go back to your native country because it needs to go to these slides. Okay, so now we're going to this, add another slide. All right, so for this example, where it says build your vocabulary, this is I will have the whole class work on this together and work with a partner. We'll work as a class, in a group, a whole group. But then when we get to this slide, this is when they'll break into smaller groups and come up with more words. And then we will regroup and they'll remember, how we shared out what the meaning of the words that we came up with, and do that for this slide. And then we'll go to more group discussion. I think that's how it was ordered. Yeah. Okay. And then we are done. So what's nice about this program is that there is audio, and it will read, or it will play an audio recording of the text that you see. And there are also videos that go along to this. How I'm going to teach this lesson D reading. And then I'll use, it's again from Ventures, but this example and this other example is taken from a workbook that my colleague put together, from the workbook of Ventures, from the Ventures workbooks. So in this situation, what I'll do is I'll have, for example, student, when one person will read this slide, and we'll just have random volunteers putting in their own words as a class. We'll practice that. And then in small groups, they'll do that with the same slide, but maybe their words are going to be different, so the story might change a little bit. And we'll hear it, maybe 3 variations of it. Again, building fluency and confidence, familiarity, and we'll do the same for this example B. Now, that's just how I'm going to do it, but I understand that there are different ways of doing this activity. Like you could have one virtual group of A's deciding, what the words will be, and one group for B's deciding the same thing, and then they can, one will recite their paragraph and the other will try to match those words. I mean, there's different ways of doing this activity, but for simplicity's sake, I think it's just good to have a group brainstorming the right words to fit these sentences and match the context of the story. And that would be the end of probably one class. I think this could possibly be a 2-hour class. To extend it, I would go back to the online workbook and begin the writing. Okay, so here's writing, and it says work in a small group. Okay, more group work. So discuss the question. What does a good time manager do? All right, what I like about this is we can easily screenshot. I'm going to save this, and I'll do the next one. I'll save this, and go ahead and take a screenshot of this. Saving it, and let's look at the next thing. Okay, so here is, I'm going to come back to that. This is going to be probably week 7. Because, yeah, another week. So let me go back to Monday. I think this would be Monday, and then what I'm about to do, I'm going to go ahead and click and make another slide, and here we go into Wednesday, I think. But either one of these, like if I stop here on Monday, or if I stop here, these are great warm-up questions for the next day or for the next time we meet. And this is a great warm-up example as well, or this one. Anyway, so these are just, and it's also a great closure because there's a lot of, speaking of and using the vocabulary that we've been working on for this unit of time. And here is our writing. I will add a text and just write. Okay, yeah, I like the way this looks. We can do the same. So I'm going to duplicate and just enter in or insert the other image. Enter in this chart. We'll complete this chart. About time, how I manage time well, how I manage time poorly. So they're going to have to complete this chart about themselves. Okay, I'm going to add some more slides because we need more content. So yeah, we'll just work. I'm going to copy this. We'll practice some reading with this. Read the paragraph. So we'll read. Oh, that's nice. Okay, that's nice. Great paragraph. Save this. I am going to take a screenshot of this little guy. If you're wondering why I don't use this program while I'm teaching, the online workbook is great. It's just I don't have control over it when I'm using the platform that I am required to use. So I'll just take screenshots and make my slides out of it so I can have more control and add notes and comments. Write about yourself, someone you know. I'll take a screenshot of this. But most of the time, students just write some notes and then it's more speaking, which is fine with me. And this is really good. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Screenshot of all of this. So let's add on to this presentation, insert image from computer. Okay, here is our reading. And then the next one, yeah, I'll get more specific and add directions more closer to date or when I edit it. But at this time, I just want to get a draft up for my, so I can process it and, revise it or tweak it, as they say. Okay, so I can do them all. So here's that. Okay, so I'm going to copy this and bring it over here. All right. And yeah, take that out. And bring it here. And delete it. So here. Actually, I'm just going to move this guy up here. Yeah, that kind of looks a little better. And there's room to write notes, and that does look like a footnote. Like, let me raise you up. Okay, and then we'll share. And that should be all of Thursday. No, all of Wednesday. So what I do like to have is I'll have a slide at the end to say thank you. I also like to have a 10-minute break slide so that they know we're taking a break. This is basically how I put together my online class. This was helpful. I hope that you were able to get some ideas. I hope you have a great day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.